Mic check. Engine off. Got sweeties in my mouth. Right. Need to sync headset in. You should be good. I think the phone one means that Bluetooth enabled, phone's connected, TMX is connected, okay. I'm just scrubbing the new tyres in mainly, but also trying to get some night. I haven't actually tested my lights. Right. Trip over to Warney, I think. I'm not actually carrying all of my camping stuff, just I need the bag, my rucksack with my tools. Come on, there we go. I don't know. Shut up for a bit. I have ordered a new helmet. Might be here till June. And also a new, what's it? Cardo headset. Dum dum dum. It's steaming up in there. Horrible job on the screen share, but this fucking thing's massive. It like really sticks out. It clears to full log just with that on that side. But I think the next one I'll do lower, have it just a bit lower, and have it follow that line. Ooh. I heard that. Ding ding. I think it was just ding dinging because it's there, not because I was not speeding, because this is a new new leaf for me. Why the bird's gone. I don't know, I should have checked the pressures on the tyres really, because so I'm wearing trials boots. But, well, they're kind of comfy. I mean, I will have to try my motocross ones, or you, and see how they sit on these pegs. Got the Transalp pegs, oh my god, they're so small. They're like fucking 80s trick nuts. Well, they usually get on the mag wheels on the rally burner. I thought it was just going to jump that light then. I'm also not actually massively convinced my choke cable's worth it, because it doesn't really do much. All little things I'm learning about the new Ludo. It's a very like whistly, like a. I think my headlight may be out. Not sure. It seems to be pointing in. I don't know. But also, I've got to keep an eye whether or not I lose my inner tubes and my tow ropes. I'm basically just testing different places to put shit like that, and I'd rather test that all now in little small trips rather than like side of the fucking mountain. See, I think this is tilted down. That's not very tight. Just steaming up my visor. Clearing air through that vent. We're floating! We're also taking new lines on the GPS now. I've not been over here. I mean, I've not been many places to be honest, but so I don't really need to see the reminders on the dash for the indicators, because it's very obvious right there. But I would like to see the temperature gauge. I think I need to just push down and up that. Oh, it's gonna hurt when you fall off like that. Let's face it, you're a learner. I'm not gonna fall off. The dreaded first picking up of an adventure bike. It's a very purry bike. All the years that I've been fucking caning it round on a really loud bike, to then be on a stock exhaust and just purring along here in the engine, It's actually really nice. I'll probably get bored of it and be like, right, fuck it. But there is a reason to my stock. It's mainly because of stealth camping. You don't hear me coming down the fucking valley 10 miles. He stopped. You slow down, stupid sign. It's only getting up to cruise. I'm just trying to cycle through what we did. So you can go there, but I believe I'm going this way. The thing I've got to remember is that this isn't a motocross bike, and I am not fucking really supposed to be doing things like going airborne, but the suspension is shite. I need some hyper pros maybe, or that YSS thing, or the problem is it's all expensive, and I've spent all the money I made selling my child's bike, getting the bits I felt most important, and then the other bits, it's like, now that I've ridden with it, when I upgrade it I'll know the difference and whether or not it's better or worse. There's some things I literally hadn't even ridden the bike and I was chopping off and putting on. There is a reason why I'm not on that right now. I'm not sure if I've got any lights on my... dials here. Now they're very faint, but I don't know. Yeah, I can see a light in the back of the number there. I might have to look into a lighting up bulb for them, but to be honest, there's not really much there. I've got my speed on the Garmin, and this bike is intended to be ridden purely with the Garmin. Like, I'm not actually... Yeah, do you need to know your revs? I mean, I was always told not to actually look at them. Right, I'm not doing that yet, because I want to baptise these tyres somewhere else. This scrapes the ground compared, like, to a lot of comparisons of this bike will primarily be my CR F250L, because that's the most recent off-road bike. You can't really compare it to a child's bike. You can, but it's not really a comparison. Some things on the road, like I am going around the corner thinking, oh, I wouldn't feel this comfortable doing this on the Blackbird, and because I was shit at cornering in the Blackbird, just plain and simple, it was more me than the bike. I know the bike's very capable, but just it felt stiff and rigid and just not wanting to flick, and whereas this, I feel instant where I want it, and that's the same on the road as it is in the dirt. I mean, it's not as yeehaw, but cheer the locals up with my presence. I don't think this is a green lane, but fuck no, not don't do that. Right, standing. That's annoying because I'd rather have it open now, but it's airborne, it's meal time, so So I think the air will clear up on the beach. Not on the beach, but by the beach. Don't tighten up, got to keep it loosey. Put some pressure down on the peg and let it come away from the ridgeline. Right, and then we are. Got me. He gets his way. Yep, maybe we should have tucked in. Ding ding. So the immediate problem with this helmet is don't want to lift the visor because of flies and shit, and it steams up. But the stay dry. Ooh. Nope. Not to dry there. Line. Yeah. There we go. And there we are. No, they're not. That's a cow. I'm standing and I'm questioning whether or not I need to stand. Am I overstanding? I mean, some of this, yeah, it's kicking me about a bit. Bit of slime. Open that for a bit. Should be less bugs now. Oh, this isn't. The problem is my ground clearance. Stuff like this I normally ground out on the fucking centre stand. There's some sand. The other thing about this bike, I don't know if these are standard handlebar rise of things, because they move, they wobble. And this is a heavy clutch, man, on a cable. See, CRF days we were jumping up that, but I am not doing any of that. Dave's not even here to goad into doing it either. Oh, easy. Oh, a bit wobbly on there. I think that might be something to do with the tyre pressures. Trying to think what we did that I can replicate on this. I need to do a shakedown test in a minute. Now's a good time, and then it has to be with jumping and stuff like this, but I am very trying not to jump. Right, am I up? No, I'm not. No, don't turn off. Right. So what we got? We got a bike that wants to fall over. Still got my tow rope, still got my in the tube. That's a bit loose, I think. I don't think it's going anywhere. I just think because it hasn't got stuff in it to hold its shape. I mean, yeah, there's going to be a lot of rub marks, but it's going olive green anyway, so seems alright. The first aid kit's still there. Tow rope, inner tube line. Of course, if I fall, I'm gonna fuck the inner tube, so I'm thinking of a different storage solution for them. Because yeah, that's one impact there. It's probably going to pinch graze them, and it's quite loose anyway. So I'm not happy with the inner tubes there. So we will do them. I think I'll come out because I wanted it to be fucking dark, and it's like, oh, you didn't hear that, but that was epic. And it stinks. So yeah, I've got my tools down there. I've got stock tools in that, but I'm thinking of building that into a pipe. But I think I want I don't know if I want the pannier bars as a cage, like as a roll cage sort of thing, for them to fall on, and then I can attach that a slightly different way. I'm not sure. Let's fuck these off, because I just think falling off, it's going to cost me. I mean, these aren't new. These came off when I I put these Anarchy Wilds on. I put ultra heavy duty inner tubes in, silicone greased them, and then slimed in them. So that should be a pretty fucking hardy thing. But every time you go around proclaiming something's unsinkable, you know what happens. So less of that chat from me. So yeah, I may do something with these where I hook them and ratchet them in. Pardon me. Make them look a bit more like pro, but they're holding there. Problem is, reusable cable ties have two little thin bits that hold it on. I'll show you actually. I don't actually know what my line of sight is. I might be yabbering about this shit and you're staring at a cloud, but this here, if you pull these too tightly, they snap like that. So this is kind of fucked, but might do in a pinch. I think the midges are coming out from them bushes at me. So I'm waiting for the dark to test the spots and see what the aim is like, because I can adjust them a little bit. And this, pretty sure it was fucking high beaming, but We know it's not because the spots are connected to the high beams. So I don't know. I could just bring the camp stuff here and set the tent up, not necessarily camp tonight. Next test, I'm just going to load it up, come here, because the ground's lovely and soft. Be great for just testing, because I've got to count the pegs and replace them with rock core ones, the ones, you know, the proper smash into diamond. Right, so that's on, but I'm going to change how they sit. I don't really want to get the bags here because I'm trying to keep me, I mean, within line of the handlebars, a bag would go, but then falling over and fucking it. So this one, it's there, it hasn't moved, but again, we'll wrap something up. Let's have a quick drink. Do this up. So this all is my ride bag. So I've got that. Tank bag is it won't work unless I change. The thing is, I don't like the right up because I put the magnet one on, and it was right in your face. It's too much. Obviously, if I had to do like a long motorway, not even then, fuck that, because I don't like the crosswinding. So no, tank bag for this. Not the aim of it is like it's a trail bike, long distance trail bike. That's the design brief I put to myself, because I love Hondas. I really loved the CRF, but I hated it even going to Newby Bridge on the road. It was just horrid. I just nah. And I can't trust myself on the big fast bikes anymore, and I'm done with the roads as much as possible, really, because fuck them. Some of the drivers around here. So yeah. I'm just trying to calculate what sort of route to get up to Ernst's Point from here. Not doing that bit, so I'd go there, pop on at Roundhouse, and then go down at Central Drive and go along there, and it's path, and then there's one little bit that's kind of like a sketchy footpath. It's more mud than sand, and I just don't know if I got it in me. Then again, I don't know if I've got the petrol to go anywhere else. I'm still on my first tank. We've done 116 miles on it. So, bag up, right on. I could debag and play, but playing will inevitably lead to pain. What are you doing? So it does sit differently with weight in. It's more a big soft sofa cushion. Just imagine it's heavier too, like wiggling around the back. But we'll do that on the next test. Last time I tested, I went up Birkcraig. But I like here more, because I want to test the tent, that whole rig, cooking, so maybe bring soup or something, just sit and have a soup and a coffee, test the water solution. Right, it's not getting fucking dark either. I actually found that, like, I had to sit down for the sand. I think sand's my new nemesis. I'm also battling between one finger and two finger on the lever. Because of the trials riding. That's one thing, and I have got control. And I suppose panic would be too. So yeah, I said like I've done 116 miles, but they haven't been just road miles. We've done a fair amount of green lane. I didn't record it because I'm losing interest in filming, I guess, because I just want to ride for myself. I found out with the trials riding that I actually rode a lot better when I didn't bother bringing the camera, and it was just there for the there and now. I mean, it's cool when there's a group of us, especially like I can record the banter, but at the same time I remember that being a twat. I'm not doing that. It's very nice actually. Looking forward to seeing the 955 coming from here. So I'm lighting up the ground a fair amount too. There's a little bar of light down the bottom there. Right, do this sound, but you've got to stay standing up. The Alpha. I think that's it there. Little dab there. This isn't charged, by the way. You are allowed to put your feet down. It's a hole. It's another hole. Avoiding that. Okay. Working my hands. It does have a lot more power than the CR, that's for sure. But it's also coming at a cost of a lot more weight to shift about. Right, let's go back through the flies. Right, let's see if I can just compromise here, because yeah, I can't see nothing. I've stampeded the cows like this. And I'm hoping, like, yeah. Well, I ain't got your food. Don't know if it sounds like a quad. I don't think it does. Quad's quite a different sound. Oh, tram lining. Just gotta let it wiggle about and do its thing. Of course, that's all easy to say until you're doing it too fast or too hard or whatever reason you want to blame it on that you fucked up. Scrunch. Right, let's go. Second sit down. Because my hand's cramped. Because these Oxford grips, it's quite a thick diameter compared to a Rentful on the trials bike, which is what I've been before, and I think I had Dominoes on the last trials bike, and then I had Rentfuls on the CRF maybe, and I did on the gaskets. Hiding them. Ooh, hello. They're a bit low though. I think they need pointing up a bit. I mean, I'm not going to be doing crazy speeds, but yeah, I think there's a little screw inside, and I set them on the middle, and I will bring them up a bit, but that's fine. Like, means they're not dazzling the fuck out of people. I'm not really ready for trying to learn to lift the front. I know I need to, but yeah. The touring tyres that came with this bike, they didn't really throw much stone up, but you can tell when it's a better tyre because it's chucking shit everywhere. I mean, yeah, it's not so great for riding in front of your mates, or it is if you like that sort of thing, but I know what it's like when you get a rock chucked in your face or something from your mate, and it's like, it's not really his fault, but fuck you. So, quick look down, both tow ropes are there. Yeah, see, I'm still riding around eyeing things up like I shouldn't be, because you're not going to be doing them anymore. I could do with some, this tank is so slippery. You could do with some nice grip tape on there, so I can just lock onto the tank. Not that you should be, but it just feels like I'd like that. Not going cocking the tank. Oh, the Floyd. So yeah, the next helmet, although it's the same as Dave's and I've taken his advice on getting one, fuck that. Just a little smidge finger get there, dude. So you can do this on road helmets, and then as soon as you open up the throttle, it goes bang! Whereas, you know. So I can sort of see the boot there. But can't really see my weight mirror there. So what I would probably do is just trust that there. So yeah, and then I've just got a bit of information about my rear. Like I said, the sat nav's a little bit low, so it needs to come up. Push the red button. They are kind of they are converging in the middle. I think I'm taller than 2 meters stood on this. So there's some gnarly fucking tarmacking that goes on there. He's probably like, oh fuck off mate. And that's how you get into trouble. Oh, it's so heavy. I can feel the weight on it. I've really got to put back onto the back. But doing that, I'm not really feeling I'm covering my rear brake good enough. I remember trying to go up there on the Transalp and pull the off. I mean, it's really good for trail, almost like staring at the trail directly in front. that. That could be tricky. I think second. Well done. I think the mindset is an important factor. Like, if you get into a fucking bull rush, especially with a lighter enduro bike, you're fucked. You're gonna get into trouble. Like, but if, like, on the minute, it's easy for me to say this because I am playing my own concept. I'm going to my own rhythm. There's no horseplay, there's no pressure, there's no times scheduled or anything. It's just me riding them out, waiting for me to go on to reserve. So I suppose once you're like, I'm gonna quickly do a road port, I just think, just try it. There's one back there, but it would be a good time to practice my skid turns. But what's his name? He looks like Andy. Heddlestown Enduro and something. He's a character, but he actually teaches some stuff in quite a nice way. And it's funny, it's like sometimes obviously his videos aren't applicable to what I'm doing, and then other times it's like, oh no, I should watch his stuff again, or new stuff. So yeah, we're just going to go for a quick road linkage. Let's go. This is what I love, the fact that I could go from crawling through fields and sand dunes and then just jump on the road and fucking go, and it feels like it's a road bike. I have right away, fucker. Are you gonna observe that? Yeah, you did. Well done, you. This is a noisy helmet. Good peek here. That's all gone. There was a ginormous mound of gravel that was really good for testing. It's shrunk a lot. Not the old camper vans. And we're giving up today's falling off. We were going to go past the gypsies and on here, just fell off, kicked them off. I think shit like that when it happens and you're not expecting it, it's a bit of a shock. No matter how good you are, if something takes you by surprise and you lost control and fell off or whatever happened, it does shake you a little bit. You can say it doesn't. I don't believe it. Right, here we go. I wasn't sure if I was going to attempt this, but the last few sections I fell to fall off, so basically shake everything loose, sit back in the shed next couple of days and see what's loose, what's tight and what needs Loctite. Preferably not much, don't like Loctite, because sod's law, I whacked some Loctite on and I'm like, oh, I need to take that off. I kind of like this down, like it's like a uplight thing. It's I need to stay in the proper dark. There's too much light in the sky at the minute. Because I guess I want it. I'm not sure what measurement to use. Like it's 2 or 3 meters forward, maybe. I don't know if that'd be too much, but oh, we're going for 90. Oh, the holes, I forgot about the holes. But what's good about having a more powerful light is you cast shadows, so it's giving you a little bit more information. I mean, up in the mountains, my idle was a bit low, kept stalling, and when I do like double blips of the throttle and stuff, which probably serve absolutely no technical value, just brum, brum. In my head I'm telling myself to brum, brum, I'm gonna go. So yeah, but still I was stalling a lot and I was getting really worried, but since I've popped up the shut up a minute because I got this. That's the thing, the shadowing can deceive you into thinking something's what. I remember this is sand bar thing, so that's second, but I don't know, I'm not happy with that one. Well, because I don't want to hang about here, because this isn't a green lane. I'm just gonna whip on through. But yeah, no, I'd like to have done that a little bit smoother. I'm having conflicts with my, oh, there's such a good hill climb there, but maybe another time. I'm having conflict, like do a stand up, and normally once it gets a bit gnarly my butt is straight on the seat, but really I think that's when I should be stood up. I should maybe try going into it standing down. I don't know, I'm just yabbering away, fuck it. I can't see me going up there. We did it on the CRFs though. Well, he was on the KTM, but it wasn't actually too bad, but I don't want to overforce the bonding process, and this is where I'm hoping I've not fucked up coming down here. But it's good throttle control. I mean, I've seen quads come through here, but I think he dipped onto the stone. I know Dave rode the stone. Divide, and there, get some peg steering going, helps flip. Knew that was coming because I knew I'd not squared onto it. We're going left, more peg steering. Oh. Don't death grip, and choose a route. Any route, pick one. I think there's only 3, 2, 4, sandy. See, it's tracky, it's wobbling, but don't fight it. Just let it go. Feed in some power. Keep it purring. That's gnarly. Oh, you did good. Ludo did good. Ludo. Oh yeah. I mean, that was hard work. I'm not doing that bit because it's washed out, you need the sand, and I'm actually not wanting to go on to wet sand. But that was nice. What are we doing? 20. See, there's a kicker curb. Here we go, that curb. I didn't even ever used to think twice about that. Yeah, I can't wait to get this other helmet. It's not just I am not going to the skate park. This is not a skate park bike. See, the sand should fall out quickly. But I'm still like, I've just done a trail and I'm on tarmac now, and I'm a bit overcautious maybe. I could probably throw it down more, but not sure if that was engine braking or it losing fuel. Oh, that's not a turning. Duh. Noob. I'm not sure whether or not to just shut the recording off because, well, it's just back to road session, or oh look, police. I wonder if it'll have to be. That looks like a fire engine though. I think that's me. What is that? I don't think it's a fire engine. My gut instinct was it's a fire engine. It is. Safety cam. I don't know what you're doing. I ain't doing that wrong. Well, yeah, I know. Fucking hell. He's clearly not fucking there. Oh, I love power when it's quiet. I think that's why we wanted to move up here when we come here in the evening. It's like, oh, it's lovely here. One of my little favourite things is this Warmy channel. Mirrored water. Oh, fuck off. I don't know if I want to disable that. Yeah, I want to disable that. Thanks. I know. I suppose it's good when I'm away, so I won't know. Some things you think, oh, that's fucking stupid, but thing is, I'm not really about the speeding now anyway. And whether I did not just walk straight across the road, mate. There's fucking traffic stop for me, it will. What's the time? 5 to 10. Yeah, it's my bedtime. So off to mate. Or RTD. I'm not very acronym. I don't know what I do like though. The relaxed feel to this bike. It's like I don't feel stressed even in the times where my front's tracking deep in the sand and my arse is swirling about. I'm not panicking on the bike, I'm planted in it, but I am holding that quiet reservations about having to pick it up on my own. I think that is but it will have to be done at some point. Oh, I'm fucking hungry now though. Just suddenly like, oh, I'm hungry. Hello. What's that? There's where I find the camera turned off, back out long way. Yeah, I definitely prefer not getting smacked by this air. I mean, there is inlet there obviously, but there's nothing here. There's noise here. With a quieter helmet you can live a nice thing. I mean, I'm carrying a fair amount of weight, not a crazy amount. Obviously, I don't have 3 litres of water in my bag. That's something that I would have on when I start hitting the tech. I'm gonna obviously have water in my camelback, but it's kind of the strap length we've got it's just perched on the back of the bag, and when that's filled up as well, it will be lifted up, I think, when I'm sat down in lazy mode. I mean, really, I should bring myself forward, elbows up, ready for fucking war, but you can't be on edge all the time like that. See, I have chickened out of doing a particular ramp out into the mills. I think I'm going to go out again anyway. I've just decided that. Oh. We got out of fuel. Why is that not turning? Really? Don't turn off. You need to turn. I've done something to this then. There we go. That. 125 of primarily off-roading. Could you tell me why you went this way, sir? Because if I run out of fuel, I just want to push it along the footpath, not a fucking road. Well, I should have run out. There's still 3 litres of fuel in there or something. So. But I have used 14 litres of 124, 105 miles. See, what I hate is the fact that bellends will fucking rocket through here like it's a fucking racetrack, and it's like, that's not the point of sneaking through grey areas of the highway code. Oh, little teeny fucking Volvo. Like, I'm doing 20 mile an hour. Cyclists go faster than that on here. It's like, I'm just pootling along. I've got doing on the bird's a bit more of a mistake, but I don't think I'm going into the mills. It's 10:05, and it's not exactly dark even. I knew it when I was putting the spots on. I got the bike, so I'm going to put spotlights on. Shame I never fucking ride in the dark, because I only really ride summertime, and it doesn't really get dark. We're not fucking Arctic here, but it feels like it sometimes. We're doing it. Little fuckers have been digging up little shitty dirt chunks found here. I would have had a good go at some of these. See, I think I didn't really like jumping too much on the trials bike, because there's nothing to grip the knees. I was always like reassured by gripping my BMX post on the saddle. I mean, I shouldn't have any problems with it. I brought Gigi through it on the back. Some of this stuff is a bit like, am I going to hang up on that? Can't guarantee if the gate's open to the right, to the left. I haven't gone over that yet. I don't know why. I'm just like, I hate the way it bangs on the bottom of everything. Until I really understand why and how, and if I I did notice I can adjust the preload, the spring. I can tighten that up for a bit more boing on the back, but I don't want it too ricocheting. I don't want it kicking me, because I've done it. I fucked about with suspensions before, and I'm not very good at it. Not very good at the concept of a little does a lot. There's a bat then. I've got to remember I'm in the reserve now, so. Not doing 30 in a 20. GPS is inaccurate. A bit. And to simulate the green laning experience, here we have the fabled gate. I'll get it, mate, it's alright. Yeah. Well, if anything, at least I enjoyed that.
Disconnected.
So you're not disconnected to the phone. of course, there's me trying to put a fingerprint in with a glove on. Anyway, quick, the reason I've kept it rolling. Still on. Personally, I think I might want to run a rig strap under the seat for it. One there. Okay, so both tow ropes are there. I've left the missing on. So yeah, the lights up a little bit, but I managed to be quite happy with them. But yeah, I mean they've got to come off painting anyway. First aid kit's still there. Cool. Well, nice little ride.
Better than